Hello, everyone. I think
We're
we're up and
live.
running, right? This is
Absolutely.
amazing. Well, to everyone who's here with us, thank you so much for joining our meditation challenge, our meditation and healing challenge, by the way. We're going to do both.
Don't forget the healing part. No.
The healing part, yeah, and it's
Yes.
necessary. The reason we decided to do this, to host this, is because we feel like everyone is trying to fix everything themselves. And, there's a lot that is shifting in the energy. Oh, sorry. Hold up. I got this strange message. Are we still there?
Yeah. I
Oh,
believe we
I got to,
see live.
yeah. Okay. No, yeah, guys, this is it's all new for us. We've never done this before right here on YouTube, but
Yeah.
we decided to do this sauce because we felt like it was really necessary for people to ground within themselves, to to no longer distract themselves in seeking answers outside of themselves, because I think that's what we tend to do, is try to seek the answers to any trials, tribulations, any things that are going on in our lives outside of ourselves, and that's not where you can find it.
No, absolutely. Yeah. So to
Yeah.
realign yourself with what is actually going on right now, right? That's also, I
Hmm.
believe that's something that we tend to not really want to experience or feel sometimes, or a lot
Hmm.
of times. But that's your entrance or your gateway towards wisdom, towards receiving more clarity on why you are
Hmm.
feeling the way you are feeling. And I believe that doing that together, coming together in this meditation challenge, will help everyone to access that more easily, and also to feel more safe and grounded while feeling what wants to be felt. Because we never learned that, right? Like to really sit
Yeah.
with what you are feeling. So instead of like suppressing that or not acknowledging that, so it's really important. But to then see it as your gateway, like I just said, to deeper connection with soul, because that's
With soul and this and the rest of the universe, because I think it's also important to realize that if we establish or cultivate like a deeper connection with our higher self, our soul, those things are the same. We also simultaneously reconnect with the whole entire spirit realm that is so ready to guide us. Our company obviously called NYAP Psychic. We own a psychic school, and it's mainly to reestablish the connection with the higher dimensions of consciousness. Meditation is a beautiful gateway to get there and to cultivate that connection with self and the rest of the universe. And it's really interesting. Before we get into the practice, I think another way you just mentioned, so like feeling what wants to be felt. So that also entails you realizing that if you encounter a situation in your reality that instills you with fear or anger, or frustration or sadness, um, it's usually a trigger for something, for an already like the pain or trauma that's already inside of you,
yeah,
and the universe allows you to feel that trauma, to release that trauma by placing that situation or person into your reality. And
yeah,
so nothing is ever without devoid of reason,
yeah.
right? Devoid of divine reason.
Mm.
And yesterday I found myself in kind of like, I wouldn't say dispute, but like an argument here, with my partner, where I was convinced that I was in pain because of him. This is
Mm.
what you're doing to me right now. When I
Oh,
was sitting, I then put on a meditation, and I was really connected with myself. And I asked, what is he uncovering? What pain is he uncovering inside of me? And it turns out it was about something completely different that I
mm.
had overlooked, because your day-to-day life is so busy and scattered and chaotic that we don't always have the time to sit with whatever emotion that our soul wants us to sit with. And so
Yeah,
that it allowed me that negative or like crappy situation I found myself in was my gateway towards uncovering what was I was really upset about.
yeah, exactly. And that's why it's also very safe to turn inwards instead of like
Mhm.
staying focused on your outside reality because something is wrong there or something is. No, that's not true. Everything that is happening around you is guiding you back to these deeper layers of trauma inside of ourselves. So the best thing that you can do is to go inwards, and then you will see that things around you will shift as well. So there's a lot of alchemy also going on, right? If we trust that.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So this is very important to no longer, or at least for the next coming 28 days, to be a little bit more vigilant. When am I distracting myself from myself? Because that is what this third dimension of consciousness tends to do. It tends to want to distract us from ourselves and want so that we purchase certain things, or so that we, we go certain, and then everything happens in divine timing and in divine sequence. So nothing's going wrong. But once you realize that the world around you is there for it to guide you and for you to learn things and uncover things about yourself, about your purpose, you start viewing the world around you very differently. But you can only like get that perspective, that soul's perspective, once we go inward,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And once we connect with our bodies and by releasing our thoughts. And releasing our thoughts, we're not here to stop your thought process, because your brain is doing exactly what it should be doing. When we're thinking and when we have all of these scattered thoughts in our head, that's
Mhm.
exactly your brain doing exactly what it wants to do. However,
Yeah.
you always have a choice whether you listen, right? So we hear them, but
Yeah.
do we make the decision, the conscious decision to listen to these thoughts? For that, we want to I would like to say no. We don't always have to listen to our limited trauma infused brain, because our brain doesn't always speak the truth. A lot of
No.
time it does not.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why there's also a very distinct difference between feeling what wants to be felt and overthinking, right? Like if we tend to overfocus on the thoughts and the stories that our mind is telling us, that's not really feeling what wants to be felt. There's also a release in that, I feel like,
Mhm.
instead of going over these stories every time, like, no,
I'll
just
repeat.
I'll repeat, yeah, go to your body and try. There is the invitation to try to really feel it in the energy and in your body. And that doesn't have to take very long.
Not at all.
If we start to analyze those thoughts and we want to come up with a reason or like a solution, that takes a very long time because we don't find it, right? Like we think that we know
Hmm.
how we feel the way we feel the way we do, but we don't really, because there's so much on a deeper layer also being felt, right? So yeah,
Subconsciously.
instead of putting a lot of effort and a lot of your energy into like coming to terms with it, like with reason, etc.,
Mm-hmm.
logic, it's not necessary. It's safe for us. It's so safe for us to feel it and to let it run through your whole system. And then clarity will come, like because soul will become more tangible. Well, you will hear soul more
Hmm.
easily because of that process of just feeling it. And it's
Hmm.
more easily said than done. And at the same time, I also feel like, oh my, I put a lot of effort every day in analyzing everything and overthinking everything, and it's not doing anything. So I believe that
Yep.
that's also part of why we are doing this, yeah, to help everyone come
Hmm.
to an easier solution, I would say, like in
Hmm.
opening up to your human experience and then starting to feel the connection with soul more easily. So
Absolutely. So this whole meditation and healing challenge is about uncovering and revealing these layers about you. So it is also designed to, or yeah, we came up with it so to give you clarity, the clarity that you look for, to give you certain answers in the deeper connection with self. However, for you to make this choice, for you to have shown up here today, it also starts with self-care, right? With self-worth, with realizing by doing this, I basically I show myself how worthy I feel, how much I deserve, how deserving I am, how much I deserve to receive. So see this as, because I feel like that's the step before we choose to meditate. It's
yeah,
like how much do I care for myself and love myself to engage in this meditation practice? Because I know I'll benefit from it. No one ever came up to you and said, I feel crappy after that meditation. Everyone always benefits for it. But like everything else in life, healthy foods, working out, or doing things like that instill you with joy, our mind was, designed to make us survive, to help us survive, not thrive. So it's never going to point you in that direction. It needs to be a deliberate choice, a conscious choice of self-care and self-love. I love myself enough to go into this practice right now because I feel I am deserving of more clarity, purpose, a better love life. So, it's so potent. The practice is so potent and profound. And we tend to overlook that in our lives because we just, go with the motions and we do the things that are asked of us. We cross off our to-do lists. And this is, and while all of this is way more potent than crossing off that to-do list.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And also
So, yeah.
doing these meditations will help you more easily feel during your day, like in the midst of everything. Yeah, these meditations will have a ripple effect for sure on the rest of your
It
day.
will. I just came out of a one-to-one reading, so we do psychologist readings, and it really was about like carving out that time in your day and realizing that yes, you are deserving of more abundancy, of more everything, but that
Mhm.
does require for you to make conscious and healthy choices that are based on self-love. So this is a self-love challenge, actually,
Yeah,
for
we will change.
everyone.
We will change it. Yeah,
Absolutely. Are we ready to go into the first meditation, Sas?
I am, and I think everyone is. So
Well, let's
otherwise,
do
they
it.
wouldn't be here, right? You can leave if you're not ready.
Exactly.
You leave. No, 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 stay,
No,
stay.
so I'm just gonna, am I just doing this on here or do I have to, I just go as like this?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay. So you can, I can, what I can do is this. No,
Okay,
then you need to shift. Oh, wow. No, where are
guys,
you?
this is where, yay. So, yeah,
Yeah,
no,
no,
yes.
I'm not sure how I can get you
No,
into
that
the.
I have to be the host for that, Sas.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So this is all good. I think the only thing you may want to press mute on yours
Yeah.
if you have, if yeah, so that you, yeah, because Saskia's got a bit of a cold. That's fine by me, but maybe not as comfortable for you
Yeah.
if you're live with a cough. So, guys, this moment is where you choose to treat yourself a little bit better than maybe an hour ago or this past week. This practice is all about that self-love and realizing that you are so much more than your thoughts, than your limited thinking. So whenever you're ready, just make yourself comfortable. Perhaps you want to lay down instead of sit upright, or maybe you want to like reposition yourself in a way that feels comfortable, but also where you can feel like I am surrendering to this moment. Because surrendering to this moment is exactly what we'll be doing. Once you're in that position of comfort and again, self-love, I invite you to close down your eyes. If the closing down the eyes feels a little overwhelming, intimidating, or just not comfortable, please just fixate your eyes on one point in the room so you don't get too distracted by everything that's going on in and around you. In my case, I'm closing down my eyes. And the first thing I want to do, and I invite you to do the same, is to feel my body without judgment. So you might have a stomach ache, or you might have a runny nose, or you might have a headache, or you might be sitting here in stillness, but there's your thoughts are racing, you feel anxious, fearful, or overwhelmed. Let's connect with our body from the crown of our heads all the way to the tips of our toes. And while you scan your body, I would like for you to tell each and every body part, I accept you. So whether that's your brain, whether that's your stomach, whether that's your legs, but all the way from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes, we repeat the sentence, I accept you. You're allowed to replace I accept you with I am grateful for you. Maybe you want to alternate. I accept you. I'm grateful for you. Dear nose, dear throat, I'm accepting of you. Dear back, belly button. And while you repeat these sentences, I invite you to slow down your breath. Just slow down your inhale and your exhale. And use that abdominal region. Every inhale, we turn our belly into a balloon. And every exhale, we pull that belly button back to our spine. And once we arrive at the tips of our toes, I accept you. I am grateful for you, dear body, dear functioning body. I would like for you to add a sentence. I am here and I am accepting of you. Or, and I am here and I'm grateful for you, dear foot, shin, and calf. Once you slow down your breath and your breathing, your in and exhale, you also give your brain a signal to slow down, to pace yourself, to be patient with yourself, to be kind to yourself. I am here and I accept you, or I'm accepting of you. I am here and I'm grateful for you. We tell our bodies how beautiful and magical they are through this practice. We tell ourselves that we are worthy, that in this moment, all eyes are on you, on me. I am here and I accept you. I am here and I'm grateful for you. All the way to the crown of your head, your portal to the higher dimensions of consciousness. So once we're there at our crown chakra, visualize you breathing in and out through this space. So every breath in, you breathe it in, you breathe the universe in, into your crown, into your body, but specifically from that place. And every exhale, all the way from your toes, all the way up, back to the universe. So we focus all of our attention now on our crown chakra and using our breath, our breathing pattern to deliberately breathe in and out through this place, this spot. So we can release those first two sentences. And we're going to replace them every in-breath through that crown chakra. We repeat the sentence, I receive you. I receive you, dear universe. And let that energy that you're breathing in through that crown chakra flow all the way through your whole body. And perhaps you attach a color to it, or even a song, or a smell, a scent. I receive you. And trace this energy that you are inhaling through your chakra, through your crown chakra, and follow it, run through your whole body, flow through your whole body. It may be easier for you to attach a color to it, to be able to trace where it goes. And once this color and this sentence, I receive you, dear universe, once it goes into your toes, we attach a new sentence and a new color from your human vessel. That can be a worry, that can be stagnant energy revolving anything about your life, a worry, a pain, an emotion, an unwanted emotion. Let's attach a color to it and the sentence, and I return this to you. So the sentence, I receive you and I return to you. And perhaps it's a completely different color. And we trace this color, we follow this color flow back out to our body, back to our crown chakra. And what we're doing now is we are replacing the energy. We're changing it up in a way where we give any worry, pain, ache, emotion back to the universe and replace it by the divine universe that wants to gift us, wants to give us abundance and love. So perhaps on your next inhale, where we receive the universe, you visualize a person or a situation that you would like to see changed. We inhale it, we attach a color to it, and we repeat the sentence, I receive you, dear universe. We are energetically receiving this person, this situation, not just in our hearts, but in our whole entire human vessel. On our exhale, we repeat the sentence, and I return to you, a situation, an emotion, and we watch it flow all the way back up to that crown chakra. I receive you, I return to you, I receive you, I return to you. And we restore the balance of giving and receiving in our beings. We allow for ourselves to more easily receive, and we find comfort in returning what's no longer good for us, what we no longer need, what no longer serves us. We give it back to not another person, but to the entire universe and all the souls that are present there. They want to help you. They want to fix this for you. They want to restore the balance in you for you to not feel so alone in your struggle. Instead, they like to present to you and gift you abundance and whatever does serve you, whatever you desperately need. I receive you, dear universe. On the inhale, I return to you, dear universe, on the exhale. Remember to be conscious and mindful of your breathing. Use that abdominal region to deliberately expand your belly and retract your belly button on the exhale. You are here in this moment as an act of self-love. And in this moment, you return to the universe what no longer serves you. Instead, you receive from the universe what does serve you, plus all of your dreams, desires, wants, and needs. And now we focus our attention to our heart space. We place our right hand over our heart. And perhaps some of you can feel that heart beating underneath your hand. And for those of you who can't, do not worry. Your heart is definitely beating, otherwise you would not be here right now. Right now, we are instilling ourselves with the knowing that we are worthy. So right now, I would like to invite you to repeat the sentence, I am worthy. based on the fact that my heart is beating for me. I am worthy. I am entitled to receive. I am worthy. I am entitled to dream and manifest and create because my heart is beating. And that means that I belong and that I am deserving. So from this moment onward, every time you do not feel worthy, please place that hand over your heart and realize that by your aliveness, by your presence on earth, you automatically are worthy of receiving the universe. You're worthy of receiving everything your heart desires. Now place your left hand over your belly. So we have our right hand over our hearts and our left hand over our bellies. And take that deep breath in. Expand that belly and take a deep breath out. Pull that belly button towards your spine while you're feeling your heart beating underneath your hand. This human body was designed for you and by you, and for and by the rest of the universe. You're special. You're gifted. Now repeat that to yourself. I am special. I am gifted. You have a lot to offer the world around you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. I am special. I am gifted. I am loved. I am wanted. And I am worthy. Now, make sure that you connect with your heart space a little bit more. Making circular motions over that heart space and circular motions over your abdominal area. Be kind. It all starts by being kind to yourself and to others. Nothing good comes from self-loathing, self-hatred, self-rejection. All good things start and end with love. Love for self and love for others. Whenever you're ready, you can close or open your eyes and take up everything that you're witnessing and feel grateful. Find gratitude for yourself and for everyone and everything around you. Thank you very much for doing this first practice, for kicking off this meditation challenge with us.
Thank you, Rachelle, for that beautiful practice. And yeah, thank you for joining us live.
Thank you for joining us.
We will be on here tomorrow.
We will.
Exactly, with our first meditation teacher from Chicago, right? Whitney.
Yes. Whitney Baker, she is amazing. She is lovely. We will be here because obviously we're also going to enjoy. Just know that some of these practices require repetition. So just feel like if you could use this meditation that I just guided you in, please feel free to repeat it, especially the same with Saskia's practice, Whitney, whoever's going to join us, us teachers. Sometimes it requires repetition because our mind is very stubborn. And also your mind shouts, your soul whispers. And so to override it, we need to make conscious and deliberate choices for ourselves.
Absolutely. Sometimes you need 3 meditations a day, right? Yeah.
That happens frequently for us. We need 3. Yes.
So yeah, but thank you.
Thank you for joining, everyone. See you tomorrow.
Absolutely. Enjoy your evening.
Enjoy your evening. Bye.